Welcome, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Anime Lounge Short Flights. Today, we are going to be covering episode 9 of Demon Slayer. Amazing episode. Really can't wait to talk about this one. But before we get too far, as always, we are brought to you by The Anime Show. Make sure to check them out on Facebook and Instagram, getting all that awesome anime content. Going to be getting even more soon with all the finalization of next season. July is going to be here before we know it.
Yeah, next month. Almost
Yep.
there already.
Yeah,
Just
we're
starting this
getting.
month, but we're almost there already. So a couple
Yep.
more weeks left in this season. That's it.
Yeah, 2 more episodes of this season, and man, they are really bringing it. But before we get too far, Lance, can you just kind of remind us what happened in this episode?
Yes. In this episode, we get the conclusion of the fight between Tokido and Gyokuko. Awesome battle. Fucking loved every moment of that battle. And then after that, we get the continuation of the fight with Tanjiro and Hantegu. And we finally get the little bit in the end that we've all been waiting for, where Mitsuri finally shows her face.
Yes, and just I don't want to talk about her yet. I
Yeah,
really
we'll
want to
save
talk
that.
about the fight between Tokido and Gyokuko, which I'm finally now getting it right.
There, yep. Said a couple, like 10 times, to finally get it down.
Yes, he dies, and now
Oh
I can
yeah,
say his name.
yeah, right. So yeah,
Quick,
awesome ass battle.
yes. Did you have a favorite mist form?
Oh, I do wish I kind of like wrote them all down so I can kind of rank them in my head. The one that comes to mind was kind of one of the last ones where he surrounded the entire battlefield with his mist,
So
and he was
7.
able to seven, yeah,
Yep.
and he was able to basically maneuver his way around as fast as he wanted, or just control himself in that entire environment, and then ultimately take off Gyokuko's head.
Yep.
It wasn't so much about the attack; it was just about the defensive abilities and the speed that he can move, and I just like that one a lot.
Yeah, it was like a total calm within Tokido. I have to agree. That's my favorite one as well.
That was
Like
yours.
just it was all encompassing of Tokido. Like just
Yep.
that very just blank, you could almost say, where he could come from anywhere, and yeah, that attack
It,
was amazing.
and evade anything too.
Yep. So just awesome form, you could say.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I kind of enjoyed them all. Like all of his attacks, I enjoyed.
Yeah, they were very widespread. You know, when Gyokugo did his like 10,000 fish attack, and Gyoko was like, well, you may have, he was very shocked that he was able to take out all the fish in like basically one big attack. But then, so that move was awesome. But then the second move that came after that was like, Gyoko was like, okay, well, you killed all my fish, but there's going to be plenty of poison that can seep into your skin. So that'll kill you. And then here, Tokyo is like, nope, got something else. And then he's like, blew it all away with one big gust of mist blast or something.
Yeah, I thought of Pidgeotto's whirlwind attack.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. So yeah,
It was
he was well suited for any situation.
yeah. I do enjoy the fact that basically Tokido was able to do this by himself. No help,
Yeah, a hundred
nothing.
percent by himself, and he's considered stronger than oh god, the guy from the last season, the brother.
You're not talking about Tengen, are you?
No, the brother and the sister combo. Like I would have met because he's supposed to be Gyoko is supposed to be stronger than the brother sister with the
Yes,
sights,
yes.
the
Oh, you're
season
talking.
finale.
Yes, yep,
Yeah, running a blank on his name, but he's supposed to be technically stronger than him.
yep.
And Tokido took care of him all by himself. I mean, he had his hardships along the way. He almost died in that bubble. He got knocked down a couple. He took a couple hits, but it wasn't as like neck and neck as uh, the Soundhasher was fighting the last one.
Yep.
Still
Yeah.
beautiful animation though.
Oh yeah. Just movie worthy animation the whole
Yeah,
time.
right.
So
Yeah,
it's yeah, it was, and then that whole ending pit where he was basically like, hey, once once you find something worth yourself, you'll be able to be stronger. I think that's what it said, something along those lines.
Yeah, something about like digging your feet in and or something like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it was amazing battle, and then um, Haganazuka still isn't finished with the sword.
Still off to the side, sharpening away.
Yes, he's got to be almost done. Like he's
I
towards.
imagine so.
I will say I got a little emotional when it was Rengoku's. Um, I'm drawing a blank
The
of what it.
hilt.
Yeah, the
It's called the
hilt
hilt. The sword hilt. Yeah.
that saved the
Do I have his
swordsmith,
name?
and then
The
you've
kid.
got yep, and then you've got Tokido getting a little emotional from that because of course it's Rengoku who's just like the person, not really the personality, but he is affected by everyone. He's touched every single person he's ever come in contact with.
Yep. Everybody just idolize, not maybe not idolizes, but like truly respects him. Like he was a real asset to the Hashira, so
Yep.
everybody loved him.
Yeah, and so you got that emotion out of Tokido there too.
I
Can't.
also it, Tokido really shined really bright for me in this episode because he made me laugh like three separate times.
Yes, the
So,
blank, like I don't want to call it like a fat face, but it was just a super circular face and just
uh
like
huh,
this is your final form. All right, I guess
yeah,
that's here
right.
we are.
Yeah, dude's like, you're the third person to see me in this form. You should be scared or whatever. And then Tokido's like, oh, that's a lot of people, or that's not that many people. No, no, he said
No,
that
he
was a
said
lot
that
of
is a
people.
lot of people.
Yeah, right, right. There it is. Trying to make it not a big deal. And
Yep.
then another moment, Gyokugo told Tokido to like shut his mouth, and then Gyokugo was running his mouth off, and he's like, "Why aren't you replying to anything?" He's like, "Well, you told me to be quiet." And he's just being super serious, like literal. He's being super literal about
Yes.
everything, and he's just funny. Like he's like I don't know, he's such a disciplined person and like so literal that it makes it funny.
Yes. Yes. I completely agree. And then you get the end of the episode where Tanjiro gets eaten by the snake thing. Um,
Yeah, I wrote down. I saw that it said 66 Shaku. Was that the name of like the ability of that dragon form?
no, I think that's a distance.
Oh, okay. It could be. I'm not really too sure. I didn't really pay that close attention.
Well, he said I need to be six. I thought he said he needed to be 66 shaku away.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds very familiar right now.
So I'm thinking it's a distance.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't.
let's go with that because I do remember him saying that he needs to be that away. So that makes
Yeah, then the
sense.
snake got like a bunch of little snakes coming out of it, and well, I
Yeah,
guess they're technically dragons. I
dragons.
think.
Yeah, dragon heads. But yeah, he pulled like an Alien versus Predator thing where tongues or heads came out of the tongues. So that was
Yes.
pretty funny.
Yep. And just obliterated Tanjiro's foot.
Hmm.
Do you think he's going to do anything at this point, or do you think Mitsuri is going to take care of Hantegu?
This is kind of a tough spot. Tanjiro did take quite the beating,
Got
and
his eardrums blown
Mitsuri's
out.
here now.
Yep.
But we still have Mr. Hanazuka sharpening that blade, and we were kind of expecting Tanjiro to get that blade and kind of make the final cut. So I kind of do want to go with that route. Like he's going to get that blade and he's going to get the final cut, but Mitsuri's going to do
All
like
the work.
all the work, and Tanjiro's going to get that final attack in. So I can kind of see that one coming.
I can see that. I'm hoping one because we waited so long to actually see her, and two because Tokido was able to defeat Gyokuko by himself. I'm hoping
Mm,
that Mitsuri can beat Hantegu by him or by herself.
yeah. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Because I mean, Tanjiro, he did a lot. He really did, but he's destroyed foot, blown out eardrums,
Oh, yeah, that's
um,
right.
countless broken bones, and I don't think nobody's doing anything at this point. So
No.
I
Yeah,
don't think he has anything
he
left to
got,
push.
he's basically getting crushed too. So his there was like next to no space left in the stomach of that dragon.
Yep.
So he's got to be out for the count. And then we have Genya. He's basically getting suffocated up there too.
Yep.
I can't imagine him doing too much more either.
Yeah. I think Mitsuri is going to take care of all of it by herself. Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, I can
And
see that.
Tanjiro is going to get his sword after everything's over.
Yeah, I think that sounds fair.
So I do hope. Well, any thoughts for next episode? Any ideas?
Um, I was gonna say the conclusion to Hantegu, but now that we're saying that, like we still have that hour long season finale, and I have no idea. I'm gonna guess another one of the upper six is gonna come in and start wreaking havoc, and then that's gonna be like some awesome finale. So maybe the next episode, Hantegu will either die or come close to dying, and then who's the one that looks like a basketball? Akaza. I think Akaza might show up and put a dagger into the heroes or something.
Okay. Okay.
Another one of the uppers is gonna show up for the season finale. I'm gonna guess.
Okay. That's a good guess. I gave my guess last episode, so I'm not going to reiterate myself. I can't wait for next week.
Oh God, no!
Definitely very anticipated. Probably saw a bunch of people cheering at the end of this episode. I
Oh
did
yeah,
find it really funny. They broke the fourth wall at the closing credit or after
yeah,
credit
right.
part.
With Zenitsu and Inosuke not being part of this whole like
Yes,
season in general, basically.
yeah, they're not going to be a part of this season. If anybody was really looking forward to seeing them, not going to happen.
Mhm.
So that part was super funny. If anybody
Yeah,
didn't see it, go back watch it again.
yeah. It was probably one of the only post credit scenes that I like actually appreciated because it was just true and it was funny. We got Inosuke's saying Tanjiro's name wrong again. Got to get one in this season,
Yes,
so that was
but
good.
but that's all we got for episode 9 of Demon Slayer. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Also hit up the anime show on Facebook and Instagram. Please drop a comment. Let us know what you think of this episode and the season as a whole. Can't wait to see what everyone has to say. Have a good one.
Later, guys.